Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. So today's going to be kind of like a clean off the desk, and I promise you, I really shouldn't make promises I can't keep, but I am really going to try hard to get a room tour out. I know a lot of you have been asking me for a room tour. Believe it or not, this past week I filmed almost all of my room tour. My husband was gone doing something, so I thought, okay, he's out of the house. Perfect time, right? No, no, not the perfect time because his dog whines and pines for him when he's gone. And then, like, right as I had gone all the way almost around the room, like 300 degrees around the room, and all of a sudden the dog sees something out our front door because our front door is 4 panels of glass, see through. And yeah, so he goes berserk, and that was the end of that video. So I was not going to try to figure out how to cut it and paste it and all that stuff. So we're going to figure out a way. I will figure out a way to do it. Um, yeah, and get it out, when it comes out. Okay. When it comes out. So, not a lot went on this week because I had a pretty rough week, but it's neither here nor there. So, let's just start cleaning off the desk, right? We're just going to start. This here, I'm going to end up using this. It's one of those things that, like you get from your county, I guess, your city. I don't know. Anyway, so I do go through it. Some of the things, if I can find small things, to cut out, like maybe this airplane here or something. I don't know. And not that we're gonna go to the air show, but or like this big running shoe, I would definitely cut that out because guess what, guys? The rest of it, I'll go through this at a later time, but when I go through this and take whatever I'm going to use, then I use it to glue on, when I'm gluing stuff down. So this goes under my desk. There we go. Oh, wait, back to, let me finish one thought. The running shoe. Yes, I have started walking again. Ugh, finally, finally, finally. Um, I only missed one day this past week because I got like 2 hours of sleep and it was terrible. And the same thing happened to me last night. Um, yeah, like I went to sleep and then I got up like 2 hours later. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, what the heck? My eyes literally pop open like it's time for me to get up. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I did end up taking a nap before I called my aunt. And then my husband and I just got back from some grocery shopping. So I don't know, a nap might be in store. I did go back to sleep from like 5 to 8, I think. So anyway, then, news on the chair. Thank you guys for your suggestions on my chair. Yes, there is a turny thing on the front of it. I think that has to do with tilting the chair front and back. And then to lock the chair, it actually has a lever that you pull or push and it says lock on it. Although, which is confusing, right? Because it has an arrow going both ways and it says lock on it. So it's like, okay, well, which way do you pull it? Do you pull it or push it to lock it? So far I have not gone down. So I think I've locked it. These are my distressings that I used. I'm not really sure. Yeah, they're still pretty, not like super juicy, but they're good enough. Good enough. I use that for something I'll show you in a second that I would like to work on. So this goes in here in my drawer right in front of me. So how have you guys been doing? I hope you guys have had a great day and a great week and all that and a wonderful weekend. Like I said, it's been a little rough for me, but that's all right. And then this here, I did some playing. Not at all successfully, I have to say. But I did some playing on the jelly plate and yeah, not a fan. I mean, I don't know. I really need yellow. I don't have yellow paint. So Yeah, I'm missing kind of the like the lighter colors, I think. I don't know. Plus I did this on like vintage yellowy paper instead of white paper. And I also, these are just the roll-offs from the brayer. And then I also have to say, which these are fine too to use, for various things. But like this, like I don't like these at all. I mean, I'll use them somehow, but I'm just not a fan of them. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's the design or the colors or what. I don't like them. But I do have to say that in my little playtime that I had by myself, um, I really enjoy the ghost prints the most, you know? And that happens when like you cleaned almost everything off your plate, or like you put your paint on the plate and then you put your stencil on or whatever you're using, your tools or mark making or whatever. Then you take the first pull. I like the second pull. Yeah. And then layered on that. See, here are some ghost prints just layer upon layer upon layer. I'm not a fan. I just don't care for it. And not layer upon layer upon layer. This, I like this part right here, if you can see that. Yeah, I like this part here. Yeah. Actually, it looks a little better on camera than it does in person. But anyway, and this is just on regular white copy paper. So, yeah. Okay, so the thing that I need to find now is hmm, a drawer or something to put the jelly prints in. Yeah, I think they're probably going to go in my secretary, which that you will see on the tour. Ugh. So those will go over here for now. Then, oh, this I was working on. I might work on it here. I'm not really sure, but right now I'm going to just scooch it over there. This is, by the way, this is the this it's the journal that I made and showed you last week. Yeah. Have not worked in it. Nope, I have not. So this I want to, do I do want to do this. um hmm. Yeah, I just have to glue this stuff down. And I stamped some stencils. I love the stencils so much. In fact, I was looking on my couch. We have like this it's not like a bolster, but it's like a rectangle pillow, and it had this exact motif on it. So funny, right? I'm just drawn to this kind of thing. So yeah, so I put it down upside down like this and put some ink on it with this. Yeah, and I like how it's just lightly done in the back, lightly done. And then these are beautiful embellishments. I did take a picture of this so I know where everything's going to go. But these are beautiful embellishments sent to me in Happy Mail. And I just love them. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah. So I need to work on that. I just have not, I just haven't been in the mood, guys. Haven't been in the mood. Then, because I had a lot of couch time, this is what I ended up doing. Now, I should probably, let me just get this back here. I don't know if that'll be helpful or not. I'm not really sure. But I have all of these, all of these. These are fussy cut images. Yes, I went through and more, they're all over here next to me. More telephones. Um, I have a drawer, right, that has all of my printables that are on one sheet of paper, right? I love these vacuums. It reminds me of the vacuum that we had when we were growing up. It was a Kirby and it was so heavy. So I think my dad was the only one to work that thing. But anyway, so, and then I have some of these, and then I have all of these little things for like Happy Mail, which I do have a place for them. This is our local bagel break. And then I fussy cut these out, and these are hand drawn by me. You will, there's a little poppy, forget me nots. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is either. I don't know what the names of them are, but more forget-me-nots. So I went and cut a bunch of those. And if you're interested in any of those or these telephones, I have these telephones. I have the TVs, I have these black and white flowers, I have all of those down below in a free printable. So you can go ahead and print them out and use them. Oh, I like this one too. I don't know what this is called either. Whoops. There. Yeah. And these just look, I think anyway. Oh, and then I enlarged this one, you know? And then, so yeah, so I have a big one. But these I think look super pretty if you have, just grab one of these. If you have like, you know, a really colorful page, I just think the black and white is so nice just on top, you know, with whatever, a quote or whatever, just super simple, a couple of things to glue and boom, you've got a page, right? I just like the juxtaposition between the black and white and the color in the background. So there's an idea for you. Um, yeah, so I love those. And where I put these, let me see if I can grab them. Sorry. See, in here, I have my numbers, right? So whenever I get back to doing my creative daily journal, I can, whoops, whoops, come on. See, I cut a bunch of these up too, but I need to go through and put these in separately, you know, because each page is a number, right? And these are what I use for my dates when I do my pages in my creative daily journal. And I got these, just in case you're wondering, from Sweet Lynn at Love Lynn's Life. I will put her YouTube channel below. I used to be a patron of hers, and so that's how I got them. Each month she would send out new numbers and days of the week. And so that's what I use. That's how I store those in there. Excuse me again. And then I have this one here. These are just, I either got these little photo things. I think you can get them at the Dollar Tree and for $1.25, or I think I might have got these for $1 at whatchamacallit. What's it called? Michael's. Sorry, Michael's. So all of these TVs I'm going to put in here. And these TVs, whatever, uh, I think, I don't know, I might have them in 3 different sizes. I'm not really sure, but again, they're down below in the description box and you can just print them out if you so desire. So let's see. Yeah, in here I have, oh, there are my vacuums. So I can just go ahead and stick these in there now. But yeah, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV and I thought, you know what? I am just going to go ahead. I mean, like, I have all these vacuums, like, I clean that much. Who am I kidding, folks? Who am I kidding? I have more vacuums. I have a drawer that's full of printables, like I said, in the full sheet. And I thought, you know what? They don't need to be in the sheet. Let me just cut a bunch of them up so that they're at the ready when I want them, you know? So here we have some bigger telephones, colorful ones. So I'll put those in there. And then, oops, there's the Happy Mail thing. So these I just put on the page either in my calendar or on a creative daily page just to, you know, document that I either sent or received Happy Mail. And then, you know what I wanted to do? See, I have telephones here, but then I have small telephones. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those right there. So let me just get those. See, I just make them smaller on my printer, right? And then these are a decent size for my calendar, okay? And then what I did with this particular, whoops, that doesn't go in there. What I did with this particular thing is I actually cut these and then took them to my sewing machine and sewed the bottom so that, you know, I'd have multiple pockets, right? So it just works out. I need to change some of these. So I think I had these for days of the week that were smaller, but I'm just going to take those out for now. I don't need them right now. So there's that, because I think I have them back here. I don't know what's happening with this thing. Yeah, see, I have them here. So why they were back there is beyond me. These are all the days of the week that I have in here. And these are, again, from Loveland's Life, right? So I have bigger ones in this section. And then this is just extra stuff, right? So these go in here. I have a lot of like the different places that we go to breakfast. So that can go in there. Oh, my emojis. See, I have some emojis, and I told you guys last time, see this one, I needed a lot of this week. I told you the they I don't know what these are called. Bitmojis, memojis, I don't know. They're on when I type a message, or like when I'm, what's it called? A text, right? Yeah, when you're texting, these things come up, right? So I take them and I type it out, and then I send that to my notes section. I take it from my notes section and transfer it to a Word document. Then I can make multiple sets of them like this, like a whole page of, In Need of Zen ones or whatever. Yeah, and then I make them really, I make them small. This is big enough to go on my calendar. I make them bigger, to go on a small portion of the page, or I make them super big if I need them really big. So they're just very versatile, and I like using them. So there's another idea for you. Okay, there's that. There's my running or walking thing. These are cameras that I use. Where? I thought I had a headache girl somewhere. Um, hmm, what happened? Okay, in here, perhaps I can put these black and white images in here. It's just a really easy way of keeping your stuff all together. And then when I'm working on a page or I'm working on my calendar or whatever, I just take this little photo thing out and I have, everything right at the ready. Okay. And then I thought I had a headache. You know what? I don't have a headache presently, but I thought I had a headache thing. Like, I don't know why these are back here and why they're not in the front. I'm not really sure. But here are my headache girls, because I do frequently get headaches. Anyway, it's just a super easy way to keep the stuff. These are some other things that I got, or that I used, or that I cut out. You know what I'm saying? So these I'll probably just put these in here, because these are just miscellaneous things. So those can go in there along with these here. So I have some trucks that I was sent in Happy Mail. These come from a calendar. Duh. And then these two need to go in the TV part. Um, this says what is going on. I'm just going to put that in here. See, in here, I have little things that I can use just right at the ready, right? Like I have little brains for when I go get MRIs on my brain every 3 months, puppies and different things like that. So that stays right in front of me. But then if I'm, working in here for a while, then I just take this out and put it on my desk, and I can use all these super simply. Okay. Now, then I have all of these. Yes. I mean, I was doing this for days, guys. But look at all of these little puppy, tiny, tiny little puppies, right? And these are like our little Remington. So I did these for the calendar. So they're easy to, just for whatever. If he gets a bath, I, you know, I put it on there that he took a bath. I'm going to have to go through this and like reorganize these things, but I'm not going to do it right now. So yeah, like if he gets a bath or if he goes to the vet or he's being silly or whatever, whatever I want to write about Remington in my calendar, I can put one of these little things and they're at the ready. It's just so much easier. Tell me how, please tell me how you guys do it. See, I'm going to take these out right now. Tell me how you guys do it. How do you, for those of you who use clip art or you use, I don't know, like I happen to like using the same icon, if you will, for the various things that I do in my life. Like I watch TV, I'm going to use this one. I go walking, I'm going to use this one. I make phone calls, I'm going to use this one. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the consistency of it that I like, but yeah, that's how I like doing it. So but my question is do you leave your printables, for those of you who use printables, do you leave your printables in whole page form, or do you do like this and cut it, have a fussy cutting session and just cut them all out, and then put them in something like this so it's easier to maneuver, and easier to work with? I'm not sure. Yeah, I just like having them at the ready, right? So there's that. Okay. My scissors. Oh my gosh, I need to clean those things badly. All right, these are, let's get this over here now, because I'm not using this anymore. All right, so here is, oh, this is the first time the sun's coming in this way. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. So here are the stickers that I readily use. These are the ones that I go for most of the time to put in here. So they stay right here next to my, yeah, right there. Let me see. Yeah, I'm fairly up to date. See, we're over here. So I need to fill in this, this, and this, which we didn't really do much. Let me think. I think today's Sunday. Yesterday we did nothing. We stayed at home. This day we had a dentist appointment and we had hair appointments, and then we just came home. This day here is when we went out. Okay, guys, we are in search of, let me see, I did laundry here. Huh. All right, anyway, we, our anniversary is coming up soon. We don't generally like buy each other gifts or celebrate in any notable way. We just don't, a lot of people go out to dinner or something like that. My husband can't eat regular food, so I probably haven't been out to dinner with my husband, like a nice dinner together, in over a decade, I would say. So yeah, that's not an option for us. So we just really don't do much of anything. Every day we try to celebrate each other, so we just don't find it necessary. But anyway, so it's coming up. My husband says, "Oh, is there anything you want for, for the anniversary?" And I'm like, "Nah, not really." Normally what we do is, we'll think of something and we'll say, "Oh, I've always wanted one of those," or something of that nature. Oh, we'll just say it's an anniversary gift. And then we go out together, pick it out, and, and that's pretty much it. So that's what we did. On Friday, we did not get anything though. We were in search of a Dutch oven because I really would like my husband to make bread. I know it's like trending so much now, sourdough bread and whatever. I'm not going to do sourdough. I'm going to do the easy, quick, no knead bread or whatever. It's like 4 ingredients. You put it all in a bowl, mix it together, set it aside for a couple of hours or even overnight, and then you come back, you form it into a ball, put it on parchment paper, stick it in a hot Dutch oven, and then you bake it for 30 minutes, and then whatever. So that's what I wanted him to try, because I have, of late, right, I am obsessed with cucumber salad. Okay, it's some kind of like little, I forget what they're called, but they're little tomatoes. um what are they called? I don't know. It doesn't matter. but they're almost like heirloom, like they're purple, yellow, red, but they're small, like, small tomatoes. So he cuts those up. He cuts up the small cucumbers. I love those things. Oh my gosh, I eat at least one a day. But he gets the small cucumbers and they're so crispy and crunchy. They're so good. So he puts that together with a little bit of feta cheese in it, and he puts a little bit of lemon juice. He puts olive oil and a Mediterranean spice mix that we got. Like us, yeah. Um, I don't know what all's in it. Anyway, so he puts that in it, salt, pepper, mixes it all up, and it is so good. I have it just about every night with my dinner. And so then one morning he was like, well, what do you want me to fix you to eat? And I said, you know what? I would love toast with that stuff on it. So he said, oh, it's almost like a bruschetta, except that this is cold. The toast is warm. The tomato and cucumber salad with feta is cold. Put that on top, and oh, chef's kiss, let me tell you, it is so yummy. Okay. So yummy. So I've been wanting him to make some fresh bread. My husband makes bread. He knows how to make bread. He's made it in the past. But I want the kind that is like crispy on the outside but soft on the inside. Ooh, you know who makes it? She makes sourdough though. Is Lisa, sweet sweet Lisa, and her. I'm gonna put her YouTube channel below because I pretty much never miss one of her videos. Now I seldom comment, unfortunately, because generally when I watch videos, it's like at 10 o'clock at night in my dark bedroom, but when I'm trying to go to sleep. But I pretty much never miss one of her videos. And she does journaling, but she also has she has several channels. So her journaling channel is called, oh golly day, It's Only Paper. Okay, I'll have the link below. And then she has Life with Lisa. All right. And I'll leave that link below. Love those videos. Lisa, if you're watching, love those videos so much. It's just like a kind of like a day in the life. Her and her husband, they go on little day trips, maybe. She cooks a lot, she bakes a lot. And so, yeah, they're so relaxing. They're so relaxing. I can relate to her life because she and her husband stay home and they work together. Now that's the only difference between she and her and her husband and me and my husband is because my husband and I don't work, but we're together 24/7, as is, Lisa and her husband. So, anyway, love her channel, love her channel. And one of the things she does is make the sourdough bread, and it looks so dang delicious, right? Well, I want my husband to make it, but it doesn't have to be sourdough because I don't want to deal with the starter and all that, all that. No. I just want to be able to throw flour, yeast, salt, water, mix it all together, leave it to rise overnight, pop it in the oven, and be done with it, right? So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. How many of you guys make your own bread? That was the other thing we were talking about, my husband and I, because when we were at the store looking at Dutch ovens, they are super expensive. And then we're thinking, is it really worth it? Because, we're only going to be using it really to make bread. And then we get our bread, believe it or not, from Walmart, and we get the deli bread, which is baked fresh, right? But we buy the ones with the yellow sticker on it, which means that probably that, they've reached their expiration date or they're getting close to their expiration date or whatevs, right? Um, and we get it for less than $1 every time. I think the last time we bought it, it was 50 cents, right? You cannot beat 50 cents for fresh baked bread. So our kind of quandary was, do we really want to spend that much money on a Dutch oven when I can buy bread for 50 cents, right? I can't even make it for that cheap. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with now. So, right? First world problems, okay? First world problems. So anyway, so I think that's all I wanted to share with you. Yes. And I think I've determined too with this book here, I am going to glue this here. I'm going to glue this here. Oh, poo. Now I lost it. I thought I had a quote there, Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have a picture of it, so I'll have to look and see. But anyway, then when I was looking at this the other day, um, I think even, like I might just come in here and just do pretty stuff. You know what I mean? For with no purpose at all, just to glue some papers down, put some quotes down, in my when I was going through my printable box, I found all these things in there, right? Totally unrelated, I found these stickers, these are quotes I used to put, these are Bible verses I used to put, quotes, these are stickers here. This is like a photocopy of something, a big ginormous bed. Look what I found. Isn't this funny? Oh, that's my old address, so it doesn't matter. Proofs of my kids, Oh my goodness. Some paper that I need to put in my paper drawer. Look, isn't that pretty? I don't know if I might have printed that out, but it's a beautiful journaling card, right? More paper. This is just a cutout from, I printed it on some kind of paper. These are things that I hand painted in 2019. Monstera here, just I don't know, but they're just like like already finished embellishments. Isn't that cute? These little pumpkins, that's great for fall. Oh, and then I photocopied them too, so they come out great even photocopied. Not quite as dimensional as the original, but I should do stuff with this. This is another original from 2019. Yeah, I love this right here. That is just awesome to me. This is like your stress pressure point, I think, or something. I don't know, but I love that. Here's another journaling card, a beautiful piece, of paper, notepad paper. This is just, these are scraps that I can use on the jelly plate. And here's a whole tag, like that's already been done, So I could take all of these and figure out some way of using them in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of us have little boxes here and there with scraps or little bags or whatever, you know? I guess just take them and use them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what I'll do in this book, along with if I want to write about something, I'll go ahead and write about something, specific, or write about a certain day or whatever the case is. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Here's to hoping that I have a much more productive week. These blue dots, by the way, are the days that I walked. I did not walk that day. So, anyway, so that's about it. Okay, so we've got this week to go. Halloween is on Thursday. And let me just tell you, this is the first Halloween ever that my husband and I are giving out candy, ever. We never celebrated Halloween with our children. It was a cross between our beliefs, and we lived out in the country, so there weren't many kids, yeah, but this year we're going to be handing out candy, so I'll let you know how that goes. And then next weekend is my anniversary. Huzzah. I don't even know how many years. 33 or 34, something like that. One or the other. All right. So that's it. That's all, folks. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week. I really appreciate each and every week that you choose to spend your time with me. I know that time is so precious. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I will be back later. Talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.